My sister wants to adopt my baby. I, 22 male, have been pestered by my parents and sister, 37 female, for the past 4 days now. My ex, 22 female, had a baby about a week ago. She kept telling me that she wanted this baby despite knowing I would only financially provide. We discussed termination and adoption. I didn't force her to either option. Now that the baby is here and in the NICU, my ex is nowhere to be found. Ignored all my calls and texts. Nothing has been posted on her socials. Her parents can't even get in touch. One of the nurses handed me the car seat from my ex's car. By the way, this comes from Time Dragonfly 8179, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, my sister says she's willing to step up and adopt this baby. I'm not comfortable with that, because her husband, 47 male, creeps me out. I don't have good feelings about him, so I found a nice couple who wants to adopt this baby. They have been visiting us at the NICU, getting to know me, and spend time with the baby. I like this couple. My family doesn't, since they want a close adoption. Plus, the couple is 2 women, and my parents are ignorant. The adoption will go through in a couple of weeks in case my ex shows up. For now, they could be the legal guardian until everything legal gets settled. Also, I took a paternity test and am the biological father. Am I the a-hole for not allowing my family to adopt this baby? I brought up some of the questions some of you had with the hospital liaison. I wasn't informed that my ex had asked about safe haven laws. I believe they were giving her or me a grace period to keep biological parents with the biological child. The couple was found with the help of hospital staff. They were looking to adopt another newborn, but that fell through. I was very vocal with anyone who would listen that I was not going to be a good dad and I needed help with options that I have. I'm an NPC, so what? Not the a-hole. They have no sway here. It's your baby and the mother isn't present. You're the de facto guardian. I hope the adoption goes through and the baby has a good life, loved by their parents, and is safe. I'm worried that your ex is dealing with postpartum depression or worse. She probably needs help wherever she is. OP says, the postpartum depression is worrying me. I still care about my ex. I also want this adoption to go through. Thank you for helping me feel better about the nonsense my family is putting me through. Erwin Flynn says, having a baby in the NICU is extremely traumatic too. And I'm assuming since the baby is in there, she had a traumatic birth on top of that. I'm glad that you care about your ex and worry about her. Hopefully she will get the help and care she needs. But make sure you take care of yourself too. All this must be hard on you as well. The hospital should have resources. Don't be afraid to utilize them. Don't listen to your family and always listen to your guts. Hugs from a NICU mom. The police have found my missing ex. She was checked out by medical. I introduced her to the couple that want to adopt the newborn, and my ex agrees that they would be the perfect parents. The newborn will be going home with the couple after being cleared to leave. The couple is also going to pick the name. The adoption process is going to take a while. For now, they will have temporary guardianship over the newborn, and we've already started the process. My ex and I got plenty of photos with the newborn and some with the couple. I'm still no contact with my parents and told my sister how I really feel about her husband. She refuses to talk to me. I'm working on repairing my relationship with my ex because I still love her. I'm also working on repairing my relationship with her parents. She told me that it's okay to share the reason she took off. My ex says, I called you when I started having bad contractions, but you never answered. I took that as you fully committing to not being around for this baby, and I got scared. Nobody was there. You weren't there for me. I would have been there had I answered that phone call. I didn't answer because I was at work and I didn't know that she was going to give birth early. I feel terrible for putting her through that. You know what? I'm going to be the a-hole here and let my ex handle the situation now that she's back. Obviously, her choice is better since she's the mother. She could decide to continue with the guardianship process for later adoption or to raise that baby with my financial support only. I'm wiping my hands about this situation and walking out. Going to focus on myself. Good luck to her. California Jade, please start getting therapy. Individual therapy and then couples. You both would benefit so much from learning how to communicate with each other. I know pregnancy hormones can really mess with one's mind. I really wish all the best for both of you. OP says therapy's a great idea. I'll talk to my ex about it. I know she would benefit from seeing a professional after that kind of trauma. I need someone from this stressful event. Professor X says both of you require therapy, not just her. OP says, I'm seeing what my insurance can cover. I know I need to see a professional when, hate admitting this, I started crying in my car in the hospital parking lot. I really don't know why I was crying. I was having an okay day considering everything going on around me. Legrand Blue says, please could you confirm if I got this right? In your last post you said your ex, or your still girlfriend? wanted to keep the baby even knowing you were not interested in raising it. You said you would merely fulfill financial obligations. Then she has contractions and calls you, but once you don't answer, she takes it as a confirmation you don't want to be physically involved for the birth and raising. That shatters her mentally. She has some sort of breakdown and she disappears the same day she gives birth. Must have been devastating both physically and emotionally, and is now found. The same day police finds her, you present her with a couple that wants to adopt the baby, and you now want to repair the relationship with her. What I'm worried about is that she is consenting to this adoption in an environment of pressure and in a very short time frame. I have no idea how this legally works and if she's allowed to change her mind at all before the official adoption takes place. Also, I feel that you want the adoption to take place much more than your ex taking the baby and you being financially responsible, even without being involved in its upbringing. You're also telling her now that you want to have a relationship again, if I interpreted this correctly, almost as if it would be a reward for her behaving, consenting to the adoption. Please do correct me if I am wrong. I wish to be wrong. I'm concerned for the baby's mom. That's all. OP says, I was not the one who broke things off. My ex ended our relationship when I told her I would only financially be supporting the baby. I would still have been in a relationship with her. My girlfriend was found yesterday. Today, she met with a couple at her request, not mine. After seeing them hold the baby, she admitted to me that the couple had a deep emotional bond to that baby, more than she felt when she felt the baby. I would never force her to give up her baby. This baby isn't meant to be ours, though. We both understand that. We're too young and not in a good financial position. My ex is still earning a degree. I'm still working my way to management. This baby is meant for that couple who can offer so much more. Babies need more than just love, regardless of what people say. I would never force her into a relationship with me for any reason, especially not as an award. My ex knows this about me. We've been together as a couple since 8th grade. It's okay you're concerned for her. I'm grateful for that. Kindly Mango says, so you thought there was some scenario where you continue the relationship with the mom of your child, but also not be in the child's life except financially? How the heck could that have worked? Fleet and Flotilla says, I think he gave options because he mentioned they discussed adoption and pregnancy termination in his last post, and that she chose to keep the baby and end the relationship, but then freaked out when the reality of the choice settled in. Opie says, for one, we don't live together. She still lives with her parents and she goes to college. I live alone. My apartment is too small to support 2 people. I would, like any other guy in a relationship with a single mom. But that is the end of that story.